Hello and welcome to another episode of the Vamp Podcast, a podcast where we deep dive into barely conscious thought. We take thoughts that I had very late at night and we do a little deep dive into them where I just ramble on and on about a one sentence thought that I had. And here we go. 10:44 p.m. If Jesus turned water into alcohol, would he be the worst firefighter? You roll up on scene, pop the hydrant, get the hoses ready, get ready to spray that shit, but your kitchen fire turns into like some Charizard special move. I ran this thought, just that first sentence, by a friend. She said, Jesus turned water into wine, didn't he? And I said, fuck you. If you are here grilling me about the flammability of whatever type of alcohol Jesus made from water, why don't you grill the guy turning water into fucking alcohol? I said alcohol. I think it makes the joke funnier. So yeah, fuck you is all I have to say about that. Continuing on, do you think people would stop calling the fire department? Like, how many kitchen fires turning into entirely scorched neighborhoods would it take for people to just stop calling and just trying to take care of shit themselves? Like, you hear the fucking neighbor's fire alarm going off and you rush outside, you know, your neighbor from across the street just is full sprint, Flint Lockwood, running across the road, full form Goldberg spear tackles the person whose house is on fire while they're dialing 911 onto their phone just to keep their entire neighborhood from being charred from Jesus fucking Christ showing up with this alcoholic pressurized cannon. Speaking of alcohol pressurized cannon, the amount of college kids rioting would probably skyrocket. This is just another deep thought, next level that would happen that you wouldn't even think about. Small cities would be absolutely crippled with these giant crowds of kids, you know, wherever Jesus's fire department was. Intersections would be brought to a stop. The fucking fire truck would roll up. They'd bring out the hoses, and it would be like a 1999 fucking stone cold glass shattering moment. The crowd would absolutely lose their shit. Crank that hose open. Straight 100 proof vodka. 900 PSI comes shooting out of this. Everybody's losing their shit. Some kid goes skidding down the middle of 10th Avenue with his fucking mouth open, holding his fingers out. Like, that would just be sick. Anyway, this is a two-parter. On the same line with Jesus, you know, holidays, whatever, I think it's time to give up on the Easter Bunny. I really think it's just bullshit. I don't care about the lore of this rabbit hiding eggs. If we're just going to make up shit about an animal, why can't it just be related to the animal? I think Easter chicken, if that was ingrained into our head early on, would be normal. Why does it have to be a rabbit hiding eggs? It just makes absolutely no sense. For things that already make no sense, for there to be an extra layer, it just ruins the illusion. I think it's just a load of shit, honestly. Like, what fucking sense does it make to have a rabbit? You're picking an animal, right? You have the two things. You have eggs that need to be hidden with candy inside of it, and you have an animal that needs to disperse the eggs. All right. Egg, animal. Here we go. Chicken. How does that get to rabbit? I think massive blunder by whoever made that holiday. I think we need to rewrite history, honestly, starting now. I'd like to propose that legislation to whoever runs Big Easter. I think it's time. I kind of thought that each one of these would be too short to make into a single one. And I was going for like a 5 to 10 minute thing. And the first one turned out to be shorter than I wanted it to after I edited it. So fuck it. Two-parter. We are where we are. And that thought, by the way, came to me 3:36 in the morning. So that's about as much vamping as I could do on these two topics. Doubleheader today. Thank you guys for listening. And I will see you in the next one.